What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Sam from Team Zarex right here, and today guys, I'm coming at you with my updated Blue Eyes deck profile for 2019, so hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. This weekend, I took this awesome deck list to Montreal Regionals, where I placed 22nd. I obviously didn't make top 8, which is pretty unfortunate, but I decided, that I actually wanted to take a new deck, to Regionals, and usually I play meta for Regionals, but I decided to actually play something that, I wanted to have fun with, and Blue Eyes is obviously one of my favorite decks on the channel. I actually just wanted to test myself on how far I can actually make it, with this deck. This is going to be new era Blue Eyes pre-Savage Strike, and I believe that this is the best way to play Blue Eyes right now. And throughout this deck profile, I'll explain to you guys my card choices and the reason why I play them. And a huge shout out goes to my boy Alan for helping me with this deck. Before I decided to take his deck to Regionals, I messaged him and he gave me advice on the deck. And so a huge shout out goes to my boy Alan for helping me with this awesome deck profile. For those of you who are OG fans of the channel, you guys might remember my 100,000 subscriber playmat. It's the Sage of Eyes of Blue with Blue Eyes Alternative Dragon. That mat was no longer available for like a year now, but since a lot of you guys have been asking for it, I am bringing this mat back for a limited time only. So if you guys want to help support the channel, make sure you guys get this awesome Blue Eyes Alternative with Sage playmat today in the link in the description box below at txs1.com. The event was actually a pretty small event in Montreal, Canada. There was a total of 140 players, pretty small regional. There was 8 rounds of Swiss, and my record was 5-1. I faced against 3 Ultra Guys, 2 True Draco, 2 Thunder Dragons, and 1 Striker. I already had my invite for National 2019. It didn't really matter to me that I did not get my invite, but the whole entire point of me playing this deck was to actually prove to myself that I can potentially try to do really well. I lost to 1 True Draco, and I lost to 1 Sky Striker player, and I had a draw with Thunder Dragons. The loss to Sky Striker was really unfortunate because game 1, I OTK'd the living heck out of that guy, and then game 2, when we're about to start game 2, I got a mid-round deck check, and they were like, Sam, you're not playing 3 returns in your deck. Your deck list says you're playing 3 returns, but only 2 is in your deck. And I was like, no, I'm playing 3 in my deck. I go back to my seat. Turns out that my Return of the Dragon Lords was on the flipping table before I handed in my deck list, so you get a game loss. And I was so mad. It was so unfortunate, and we already sided before the deck check, right? So the judges gave the deck back to us and was like, okay, it's the start of game 3. Sam gets to choose who goes first. Since I won game 1, I always decided to go second during game 2 against Sky Striker, so I had like Twin Twisters and evenly matched in my main deck, for going second game 2. But the judges says that we cannot unside, and it's going to be automatically going to game 3. So since I already had those side deck cards in my deck, I was automatically forced to go second game 3, which is what you don't want to do with this deck. You want to go first against Strikers with this deck. So, obviously the Striker player went first. He opened up, Terraforming, Foolish Berry Goods, and Double Engage. So what can you do at that point, right? So I automatically just lost, and I just got really salty from that. It was really unfortunate on my part, but this deck, again, guys, really broken deck. Starting with the Blue Eyes monsters, obviously triple Blue Eyes Alternative, triple DDS, Blue Eyes White Dragon. This card is like $1,000 a piece. I'm trolling. And then the last Blue Eyes monster you're playing the deck is the 1 Dragon Spirit of White. I decided to only play 1 copy of Dragon Spirit of White for this event. I actually missed the second one, most oftentimes because I always seen this card stuck to my hand like 24/7. Next off, for your tuners, I decided to play triple Sage of Eyes of Blue. Card is absolutely phenomenal. One of your worst matchups for this deck is actually Ultra Guys. Ultra Guys are really annoying because they have cards like Secret Village of Spellcasters in their main deck for meta decks like Sky Strikers, but the really cool interaction that Sage of Eyes of Blue has is that this card is Spellcaster, so Sage with Eyes of Blue actually helps bypass, that Secret Village rule, which is really good. Next off, for level 1 tuners, I am playing the 1 Whitestone Legend. When this card is sent to the graveyard, you basically get a search of Blue Eyes directly from your deck to your hand. And then last but not least, this is a pretty weird ratio, but for this version, I decided to play double the Whitestone Ancients. This card is an amazing toolbox in the deck, lets you banish yourself from the graveyard to add a Blue Eyes from your grave to your hand, and also during the end phase, you get special Blue Eyes monster for your deck, which is really awesome if this card is sent there this turn. And you can activate both effects in 1 turn, which is really good. And if you send multiple copies of the Whitestone Ancients to the graveyard, you basically get access to 2 Blue Eyes at the end phase. Only 2 copies of this card in this specific version, and Sage can always get access to this card directly from your deck to your hand anyways, right? Next off, for your supporting engine, you're gonna play, of course, the 1 Morphage Goliath and the 1 Archbrave Dragon. This engine probably is the best engine for Blue Eyes in 2019 so far, and it's going to be used in every Blue Eyes deck moving forward. This card is broken. You make Dark Matter, send Archbrave and Morphage Goliath to the graveyard. During your opponent's standby phase, use Archbrave Dragon, especially Morphage Goliath, and then basically once Goliath comes out, your opponent, both you and your opponent cannot special monsters from the extra deck except for Morphage monsters. So you literally lock decks like Goki, decks like Strikers, unless they have, Transients or, Widow Anchor in their hand. Locks deck like Thunder Dragons from special summoning, from the extra deck. But the really weird thing about Morphage Goliath Goliath and, you know, Archbrave Dragon in this deck is that the interaction that it has with Thunder Dragons, I faced against 2 Thunder Dragons. I ended up drawing one of them, but I ended up beating one of them. It's kind of annoying because Dark Matter gets to banish 3 Thunder Dragons from the deck, and they basically go +3, you know, at that point, which is what you don't want to do. But do not be afraid, like Alan told me, do not be afraid to activate, you know, Dark Matter's effect to banish, you know, their Thunder Dragon monsters from their deck if you have Return of the Dragon Lords in the graveyard. You know, if you have Return of the Dragon Lords in the graveyard, they cannot beat your Amorphous Goliath, even with the Matrix, okay? And against Rongo, they automatically scoop unless they have permanents in their main deck to stop the Amorphous Goliath. So this engine is definitely a must-have moving forward for Blue Eyes, 100,000%. Next off, guys, I am playing Dangers in this Blue Eyes variant. Dangers are really important. So I'm playing triple Thunderbird and triple Danger Bigfoot. And shout outs to Alan, you know, for, you know, coming, I think, 19th place as at the last regional. But this engine is probably the best engine that Blue Eyes has ever seen. One of Blue Eyes' main problem back in the day is that they have a really hard time making rank 8 XYZ monsters. I know that it might kind of sound weird, but you obviously need to rely on always having Return or Silver's Cry or Monster Reborn in your opening hand to spam out multiple rank 8 XYZ monsters. But since the release of the Danger monsters, the Danger Bigfoot and Danger Thunderbirds are level 8 monsters for the deck. So that means that you can easily summon alternative, summon one Danger Bigfoot or Thunderbird, and then you make a rank 8 XYZs, getting you access to your first turn Goliath with, you know, by making Dark Matter Dragon, which is what you want to do with this deck, going first every single time. So these guys are really important just for the fact that they're level 8 monsters, which you can easily bring them out from your hand for free, and it's also an Upstart Goblin at the same time. So like you guys all know with Blue Eyes, sometimes you do get those brick hands, so you can actually help fix your hand by just, you know, summoning a Danger from your hand to just draw one extra card, which is really good. So it's a free body on the board, and if these cards were to get discarded, and this card destroys the face-up card, so it destroys face-up cards like Rivalry or any Floodgates, and this card helps destroy back row, which is really, really good. So Danger Bigfoot and Thunderbird are definitely a must-have in the deck. I know that Bigfoot is kind of expensive. It's like around like 15 USD right now, but you can get access to Bigfoot. Play Bigfoot. Thunderbird is really cheap. I believe it's like around 4 or 5 bucks. So if you guys don't have access to Bigfoot or Thunderbird, just at least play Thunderbird, because it's just a free level 8 monster that you can easily just put on the board to get access into rank 8 XYZ monsters. So these cards are really important in the deck, and obviously Jackalope shot up in price a lot as well. So if you don't have access to Jackalope, you know, just try to play as many Dangers as possible, you know, in your deck. But Jackalope helps bring out one of these cards directly from the deck. And actually, what I want to do with Jackalope is I actually want them to hit the Jackalope, because like most oftentimes I'll set all my cards, you know, bring out my Blue Eyes, activate Jackalope in my hand, you know, the only card that's in my hand, so that way that they can guarantee the Jackalope hit, because it brings out a free level 8 monster from the deck, which helps you get access to any rank 8 XYZ monster that you're playing in your extra deck. So Jackalope is just super duper broken. And last but not least, you're playing, of course, triple Danger Nessie. I know that this is like really, really expensive, but like it's a must-have to play in the deck. But if you don't have access to it, you guys can, you know, get away by not playing it. I know a lot of people don't have access to really expensive cards, but if you do have access to it, just play these cards as much as possible. And you're basically playing a total of 3, 6, 9, 12. You're playing 12 Upstart Goblins in this deck, which is absolutely insane. And it's just free monsters that you can also put on the board to get access to your link plays, right? Which is really good. Next off, for your Chaos cards, I play the one BLS. It's kind of like a win more card. I actually OTK my opponent twice in the entire tournament with BLS, which is really powerful. The entire deck are all heavy hitters, so going second, you have no problem actually breaking boards and just OTK your opponent. So BLS in here is because your Dangers are all dark. One Chaos Dragon Levianeer. The fact that you can search this card on Melody of the Awakening Dragons is absolutely insane, and it has amazing ability. You can either pop 2 cards on the board, return a card from your opponent's hand into the deck, or special summon a monster from the graveyard if you banish all light monsters. The effect that I use the most for this card is banishing 3 lights in the graveyard to special summon this card to revive back like a Blue Eyes from the grave to overlay the Blue Eyes in this card for rank 8 XYZ monsters like Dark Matter. So cards are absolutely broken for that. And the last monster I'm playing in the deck is the one Fairy Tale Snow. It was a really good interruption card. You can send it to the graveyard with Foolish Burial, and also you can discard it to the grave with Melody of the Awakening Dragon. It's just a really good normal summon. Card is a spellcaster, which helps bypass the Secret Village of the spellcasters, which is really good. Let's go up to the spells. Spells, you know, it's your search cards. Triple Melody of the Awakening Dragons, 1 Dragon Shrine, another search card, really good. 1 Foolish Burial, and then obviously your consistency cards. Triple Trade-In. You know, this card is like the best draw card in the deck, is because all your Danger monsters will trigger off once you activate Trade-In. So activate Trade-In, draw 2 cards, trigger Bigfoot, destroy a card in the field. Activate Trade-In, send Thunderbird, draw 2 cards, destroy a spell and trap card on your opponent's side of the field. Trade-In is just an absolute plus for the Danger monsters that you're playing in the deck. And and Thunderbird and Bigfoot are level 8 monsters. So that's pretty much it for your consistency cards in the deck. Revival spells, you know, triple Return of the Dragon Lords. These cards are just really awesome extenders. And you want to see this card so bad in your first turn opening hand, so that way that you can easily protect Goliath from getting killed by, you know, the Thunder Dragon matchup. 1 Silver's Cry, 1 Monster Reborn, and last but not least, the 1 Soul Charge. All the spell cards in your deck are just really amazing. They're all power spell cards, and they're just, you know, great extenders to actually help you extend your combo plays. Off to your extra deck. For your extra deck, for your Link monsters, I'm playing the 1 Link Karibo. Okay, really good card. 1 Lampronokis. Opens up your main monster zone, which is really nice. 1 Underclock Taker. This card is a must. I didn't understand why Alan didn't play this card. I think he opted to play more XYZ monsters, but Underclock is broken. Like, Underclock with Colossus and like Dark Matter on the field, you attack the Colossus twice for 8,000, which is insane. So Underclock Taker with Dark Matter deals 8,000 to your opponent. So Taker is broken. 1 Unicorn. Card's really good. Usually I link it away with Lampronokis and another monster to make Unicorn, you know, spin back row or things like that. And then I play the 1 Warlord Dragon. And this is all the Link monsters I'm playing. Like, Warlord is really important to actually break those, you know, annoying boards like Thunder Dragons, things like that. You steal their Colossus, they can't search, which is really good. So Warlord is just really great. And since you're playing all the dangers, you can easily make Warlord in this deck. There's like this deck has no problem making Warlord whatsoever. And card's really good. I didn't play Borosword is because this deck already hits really hard going second. I didn't think that Borolord was necessary in the deck, so Borolord was better instead. Your Synchros, double Spirit Dragon, really amazing card. 1 Azure Eyes, rise back your Blue Eyes from the graveyard. If you're able to resolve Blue Eyes Spirit Dragon, bring Azure Eyes, and your opponent passes the turn, if you're reviving a Blue Eyes from the graveyard, you're winning that turn, regardless of whatever they have. And the last Synchro monster I'm playing in the deck is Black Rose Moonlight Dragon. I kind of didn't understand why Alan didn't play this card, but this card is broken. If this card is special summon or level 5 or higher monsters, you special summon to your opponent's side of the field, target 1 special monster your opponent controls, return that target to the hand. Like, you tag out Spirit Dragon to summon Moonlight, bounce back Colossus. After your XYZs, number 90, Galaxy Photon. I ashed this card one time, and I was like, thanks, man. Galaxy has 4 Armor Photon and 1 Cypher. All the other decks should be easy. Twin Twisters, Gaius and Draco, Emily, Gaius Draco, you know, obviously Sky Strikers as well for Twins. Red Reboot, your matchup. And last but not least, triple Infinite Impermanence for going second. So that's pretty much for my side deck. I believe that if you want to play Blue Eyes competitively and you want to have a chance on actually winning or topping the event, I believe that this is most of my locals Dollies for helping me get access to all the cards. If you guys need any cards, make sure you guys visit Dollies.ca in the link. I really wish I could have done better, but yeah, man. And it's right now 2.
Taking shots, I'm a keen with it like no, this league business.